Alright, we're going to start our big hike on the East Rim Trail. So we're clear up here at the top of the park, and we're going to hike 10 miles down to Observation Point Trail, but instead of going up, we're going to hike another 3 miles down to Weeping Rock, where I'll have a car waiting for me. So, alright, beautiful, gorgeous day for this awesome solo. Well, we're about an hour into our hike, and this is just absolutely gorgeous out here. Haven't come across a single other hiker the entire time. It's a pretty awesome feeling to have the wilderness to yourself. Here's where I started. Actually started way down there, and there's a little bridge you can see kind of right along the edge of that slope. This little bridge that I crossed, and then the trail comes behind me and switchbacks up to this point where I'm at right now. So checkerboard rock, and then the entrance to Zion's National Park is just right around that little bend. Well, we got to a point where the trail goes off in 1, 2, 3 different directions. So I've got my hiking guide, and we got to try to figure out which trail that we're taking. Alright. This is real cool. It's some webbing around this tree with a couple of rappel rings, so you can hook up a rope and rappel down off of this. Pretty cool. We'll obviously just leave that webbing there for future hikers. I think this is the right way to go. If not, we'll be on another big adventure. Well, I think we found the right trail. So we're just passing Jolly Gulch, and we should be coming up to Stave Springs within the next mile. So that will be our landmark to tell us that we did make the right choice on this trail. But referring to the guidebook, I'm pretty confident this is right. So it's a good thing I brought that along, because I really wouldn't have had any idea which way to go. This is really cool. I've gone from some pretty extreme terrain changes to where I was in a place that was definite Utah Zion National Park. And for all intents and purposes, I could be in the Danskins right now above Boise, hiking back in around Roby Creek area or somewhere. So it's really, this is a really cool trail. Well, this is my 7th day down here in the southern Utah area, and every single day we've gone out and done a pretty big hike. This one is my longest day hike. Yesterday's, I think, was a lot tougher. It was 8 miles, but it was about 2,600 feet elevation gain, straight up, straight back down. Where this one's longer, but the trail's just a lot nicer. We've just come over the main mountain there into this next little system, and we're around this bend. We're going to go into Echo Canyon, and we'll follow that up until we get to this trail. We'll intersect the trail that goes up to Observation Point. We'll take it down into Weeping Rock. That's where our car will be parked, down in the Weeping Rock Amphitheater. Well, we just finished one Nalgene bottle, so I'm going to fill it up with my 2 remaining bottles of water. Make sure that we stay hydrated. definitely don't want to get the dehydration headaches like I was getting on the back of Hidden Canyon. Alright, so got this Nalgene filled up back in the water holder. These water bottles, crush them, put the lid on, just makes them easier to pack out, takes up a little bit less space. Alright, we'll throw these into my pack and then we'll continue on our way. Alright, good little break. We made it we made it into Echo Canyon. Starting to get back into that red rock feature, dirt on the trail. Of course, we got the canyon, the drop off just to our left. Let's do a reverse angle and come take a look at this. It's pretty awesome. Lunch. So this is observation point right here, and you can see the trail for observation point goes up to there, switchbacks, goes around the mountain and then up to the other side. You can see Angel's Landing right in there, and then Hidden Canyon over on that side. So we're going to take this trail and eventually comes down and hooks up down there on those switchbacks going up to observation point. But we'll duck down behind this mountain and go down to the Weeping Rock Amphitheater. It's so funny because you can walk down a sidewalk absolutely fine, run down a sidewalk, hop on one leg down a sidewalk, and yet I walk on a trail that is as big as a sidewalk, but when it has a 1,000-foot drop off the side, suddenly your legs get real wobbly, your sense of balance gets a little, your heart starts racing, and you suddenly forget just the basics of walking. Speaking of which, I should probably put the camera down about now. Alright, we're almost back to the observation point trail. Right up there is where we were at when we came down this area, and where this trail intersects with Observation Point Trail. That's the end of the Eastern Rim Trail. These little stacked rocks are called cairns. They're either put up by forest rangers or trail guides to mark the way for which way to go on the trail. So here we had a couple of options. We could either go down this wash, or we could go up this way, and luckily with the cairn markers right here, we know to go up this way. You'll find these all over trails all across the U.S., probably the world. Alright, we made it to the end of the Eastern Rim Trail. So we've just finally intersected with Observation Point. So if we continue on up, it takes us to Observation Point, and we'll continue this way down towards the Weeping Rock Amphitheater where our car's parked. So it's a pretty good hike. 10 miles. I thought it was 12 earlier, but it's 10 miles total from the top of the trailhead to the bottom where our car's at. Right now it's just about 4 hours, probably another 30 minutes to the bottom. So 4.5 hours, pretty good. They say average is about 6-hour hike, so I only took 2 breaks. One for map orientation and 2 to refill my Nalgene bottle. And that was it. Other than that, we just maintained a pretty steady hiking pace and just blitzed through that trail. It was pretty awesome. You can see we've made it out of the canyon. We're now back into the amphitheater of the Weeping Rock. So this should look like familiar territory at this point. And we finally met some other people along the way. So you can see Angel's Landing out there. Now we just got the switchbacks down to the car. All right, we did it. 4 hours and 21 minutes to do the East Rim Trail. We're now back down at the parking lot, and we go back to the room, take a shower, go eat.